A number of people have asked for a bit of a tutorial on how to use Google Meet and to be able to conduct our online classes. So wanted to review some of that today and give you some resources on how to work with Google Meet. Okay. First, how do I access Google Meet? You want to be logged in to your Google account. So go to google.com and be logged into your Google account. Definitely your Cinema Prep Google account. If you hit the app switcher here, right next to your profile picture there, you're going to scroll all the way down until you find Google Meet. Okay. So you just click on that, and this will launch the window. Okay. So it's your turn to set up a Google meeting for your classes or with your colleagues or what have you. Right here, join or start a meeting. We're just going to click that, and it's going to ask for a name. Okay. Doesn't really matter. You can make this whatever you like. Doesn't particularly matter. Okay, and say continue. This is going to be funky. I think you're going to get me in two spots right now. Wow, that's cool. So it's going to ask you just a little bit to maybe join this session. And easy thing for you to do is say join now. You can just click this join now button here. We'll come back to some of this other stuff in a second. Okay, so you're now going to be, it'll show you there, but here's the important part. This is the name of the session, and this is probably going to be the easiest way for you to be able to get this out to your students. So what I would recommend is this is the link to be able to join the Google Meet session. I'm going to suggest that you copy that. If you want, if you were doing this not with someone from our school, you could give them this phone number if you want. They could then dial in to the call with this phone number and this PIN number, and they'll be on the audio section of this call. Okay. You can also hit this copy joining info, and it's going to put all that stuff into the clipboard for you. Okay. I'll come back to that in a second. If you wanted to have very certain people you wanted to invite to this meeting, you could click here and say add people. And now you could start typing their full email address. And then you could be able to add her to that call. And you could just keep typing people in here if you wanted to. Okay. I'm not going to do that right now. I think one of the easiest ways you could do this in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you're going to see this math review session. This is the name of the session here. If you click that, it's going to bring back up those details again, and you can always add some more people from here. But I'm going to grab this URL right here. Okay. I'm going to recommend that the easiest way for us to share this out is to be able to copy that URL, and then we're going to go back to your Google Classroom page. So here's my Google Classroom page. This awesome class that I teach. Okay. And I would probably even suggest hitting add, and we're going to put a link in right there. And we're just going to share out that link. Okay. And post it to your Google Classroom. There it is. So now all your students would have to do when they want to join the session is to be able to come in here and click this link. Anyone who clicks that link is going to join in to the session. Okay. So what I would probably do is share this link ahead of time so everyone knows what the link is and where to go for it. And then when it's about time for your appointment, all the students can come back in here and just click on the link and go. In fact, you can do that too. The meeting has really already been set up, and all you would have to do is click on that link, and that will drop you in here. And then we'll wait for someone to join here, and you'll watch all the kids kind of join. I've asked Colin if he would join our meeting here. Okay, so now we have more people in the link. If you look all the way here at the top of the screen, you can see all the people who are joined to the session. Right, so here's me and Colin. Okay, there's Colin. If right now there's a lot of background noise in Colin's deal, so Colin actually just muted himself. If you wanted to, with all your students here in this list, you could click on the person, and then if you had to mute them, you could mute them. Colin, unmute yourself. Right. So now that Colin's talking there, I can come in here and just mute. We can make him mute, and then he has the ability to kind of add himself back on there if he wanted to. Okay. So that's it. All you need to do all you need to do is to be able to set up that link, get that link to everyone, and then they can go from there and be able to join the meeting. Okay. One of the other neat features you might want to do, if this is helpful for you, if you come down towards the bottom of the screen, I'm going to get rid of some of my tools here. Towards the bottom of the screen here, if at any point you have to mute yourself, you can mute your own microphone. Okay. You can also turn off your webcam if you needed to. You'll see up here in the top right-hand corner, you'll go to your profile picture here. So if you, for some reason, you had to do something and you didn't want anyone to see you, you can turn these on and off. Okay. One of the other cool things you could do is, I know I will use this as my class, is that you could still have this talk and people are free to talk and exchange ideas. But what if you had something you wanted to share with everyone? You can actually share your screen. So right down on the bottom here, it says present now. So I am now going to be able to let everyone see my screen. Right, I happen to have two screens open, so I'm going to select, though you probably may not have this, but I'm going to select this screen that I'm currently looking at. And now everyone on the call will be able to see your screen. On their end, they'll see your screen sit over here, and then you'll kind of pop over here to the right and they can watch you talk. So maybe I will do this with one of my classes where I want to maybe talk through some of this work that we're doing on the spreadsheet with my freshman computer class. They're now watching me and they can see everything that I would normally do in my screen. They can follow along and go through that. So maybe it's this way to do like an online class where you have some materials you want to present, you can share them with everyone. When you're done, stop sharing. That will get out of the share the desktop mode, and then should bring you right back into the meeting. Now everyone, we're back into the general meeting of just talking with each other. Okay. After that, you can click around. Once you're in the meeting, you can click around a little bit. This little three dots over here. You can change some of the settings here, some of the audio and camera settings. You can play around with the layout. I'll let you figure that out on your own. When everyone is done, you can just hit the hang up icon to be able to leave the call. One of the other useful features you might see here is this chat window here. If this is chat icon up here on the top right. I might use this if I want people to be able to respond or give me a quick yes, no, heads up. Hey, everyone, is everyone okay with what I just did there? Type yes if you're okay, and then you could watch maybe people come in and out that way. Another technique you might want to use is if someone has a question, right? Let them be able to maybe ask a question or put a question mark or something up there, and I could say, hey, Colin, you have a question, what's going on? And let Colin then talk. Is that an easy way to kind of navigate and moderate the discussion? Okay, those are the basics. Sure, Colin, I can repeat that. Right, so maybe you can have this chat window open and you can kind of be responding to people as they're throwing information up there. It might help make the conversation a little bit more smooth. Okay, so I'm going to end this call and say goodbye to Colin. Goodbye, Colin. So I'm going to leave the call. There you go. So I'm going to end this call there. Okay. Those are the very easy ways to try to use Google Meet that way. I will post this video along with some links to some of the Google Help articles. There's a really great, some really great information here in the Google Hangouts and Google Meet, and you can learn if you want step-by-step directions on how to do some of this stuff. I will post a link to this as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, give us a call, we can help you out. Okay, good luck.